Hey everyone, in this video, I want to go over Module 2. So here we go. First item is to look at your overview and to-do list. And when you do that, you'll see that you have, well, this video to watch, which will be right here, and then also a to-do list. First item on there is to read chapters 1, 2, and 3. And this will be a good time to go back to something that hopefully you've already figured out from Module 1, and that would be accessing the textbook. Under Module 0 and also in the course syllabus, I give you this information about our required textbook. And then on this page specifically, the required textbook page under Module 0, there's information about McGraw Hill Connect. And for this semester, we will have chapter assignments. So each chapter reading will have an assignment that you'll complete via Connect. And Connect, well, I'll just let you read the information on how to access that. And this is related to this whole idea of chapter readings because when you click on any one of these smart book assignments, so chapter 1, for example, you'll have the option to launch the assignment, and that should take you to Connect. And depending on what step you're in, whether that's setting it up or accessing the assignments because you're already set up, well, eventually you'll get to this point where you could take a look at the assignment. And when you look at these various SmartBook assignments, one of your options, in addition to actually answering the questions, would be to read the relevant portions of the book or the entire chapter. So that's kind of why I wanted to talk about Connect. And of course, if you have any questions about accessing the textbook or if you're having technical difficulties, please feel free to reach out so we can troubleshoot. All right, going back to the rest of your to-do list, I have a course materials page, and this page will have supplementary information to support what you're learning for that particular module. So in this case, I have PowerPoint files that go with your chapter readings, and then I provided 4 videos, or at least 4 videos as of the time of this recording. So depending on the semester, you might have other options for yourself. Whatever the case might be, I'll always point out which ones are required and which ones are optional for those of you who would like to learn more about a particular topic. So in this case, for this video, I have one required video. That's one that I created, the introduction to consumer behavior, and then the rest are optional. So that's what you have in the Module 2 course materials page. And then now we have, I'll skip down to 4, 5, and 6, just to mention it. You have your chapter assignments for chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. And for you to access those, so those are Connect, it would be a matter of clicking on the relevant link in the modules page. All right, so now the last item I want to talk about is this group collaboration activity. So as you've seen from the course syllabus, there's a group project component this semester in this class. And as I've made this available during, like, since the beginning of the class, well, you might not have the information yet, depending on when you're watching this video or when you've taken a look at this particular activity. And that's why I have this information here. This assignment is being made available during week 1 before team members have been assigned. I am waiting until we reach the last day to drop the class and receive 100% refund. So that will be Monday during the second week of classes. And so by 5 p.m. on Tuesday during week 2, that will be when I plan on having group assignments. And once you have that piece of information, then you can start communicating with each other via your group Canvas site and then also via email, like Canvas inbox. So I'll let you read through, or I'll let you watch this video if you're not familiar with how to do that. So you can start visiting your team homepage and contacting each other to start collaborating. And That group collaboration activity, this one has two parts to it. First part is to complete the group collaboration form. So this is a group activity. However, I set it up to where it's individual submissions for this assignment. So don't forget that part. It's not going to be one submission for the team. It's going to be individual submissions, even though it's a group effort to complete the first 7 items out of 8. So, for example, come up with a team name and then answer your questions here, your group collaboration plan or your communication plan. That's what I meant to say. Your answer to number 3 and so on. And then when you get to number 8, this is where you can give me individual responses. It doesn't, so it's going to be the same from 1 to 7. And then number 8 will be your response. So this is where you can give me information on like how did your group collaboration work, who didn't participate. Sometimes when it's a great experience, I've had students tell me under number 8 like, oh, it was great, everybody's great to work with, I'm looking forward to working with each other. So this will be the spot for that. And then the second part of this activity is to go ahead and take a look at your assignments, your group assignments, your next 2 after this one. There's the Hershey brand planner and then the creative appeals project. And I'll put this as a side note. Depending on whether this is a fall or a spring semester or a summer semester, our modules are either going to be 2 weeks long or 1 week. So if it's summer, it's 1 week because we don't have a lot of time. And if it's a fall or spring semester, then each module will be 2 weeks, except for the last one. So yeah, take a look at what those future group assignments will entail. Oh, and here's another side note. So I know if you look at the due dates that it's a little past the first and second week of classes, so you might think you have a lot of time. And my recommendation though, regardless of how much time you think you have, is to go ahead and tackle the different parts of your group activities way before the due date. Now, for this submission, so one part is the group collaboration form, right? Second part is for you to tell me who will be the facilitator, who will be the recorder, and who will be the reporter. So I gave you quick descriptions of each one. And depending on when I'm reusing this video, there might be more than 3 people in each team. So by that point, I will probably update your this the instructions to give you more opportunities, more choices for what to assign to each other. All right, so that's what I have for module 2. Please feel free to reach out if you have any questions.